His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa sent a cable of congratulations to His Majesty King Mohammed VI of Morocco on the anniversary of the revolution of the King and the people. In the cable, His Majesty extended his congratulations and best wishes to the Moroccan monarch for continued good health and happiness, and to the people of Morocco for further progress and prosperity under His Majesty's leadership. His Majesty also praised the strong fraternal ties between Bahrain and Morocco, which continues to develop and grow across various domains. His Majesty reaffirmed Bahrain's commitment to strengthening and deepening these bilateral relations to meet the aspirations and ambitions of the two people. His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa issued Decree Law 30 of the year 2025, amending certain provisions of the traffic law issued under Law 23 of the year 2014, based on the proposal of the Prime Minister and following the approval of the Cabinet. His Majesty the King also issued Decree Law 31 of the year 2025, amending certain provisions of the Penal Code, promulgated by Decree Law 15 of 1976, based on the proposal of the Prime Minister and following the approval of the Cabinet. His Majesty also issued Decree Law 32 of the year 2025, amending certain provisions of the Criminal Procedure Law, promulgated by Decree Law 46 of the year 2002, based on the proposal of the Prime Minister and following the approval of the Cabinet. His Majesty also issued Decree Law 33 of the year 2025, approving the production sharing agreement for the Joba and Pretawil gas assets in the Bahrain field, based on the proposal of the Prime Minister and following the approval of the Cabinet. The Decree Law approves the agreement signed on August 6 between the Government of the Kingdom of Bahrain and represented by the Ministry of Oil and Environment, Babco Energies and EOG Resources. His Majesty the King also issued Decree Law 34 of the year 2025, amending certain provisions of Law 74 of the year 2006 concerning the care, rehabilitation and employment of persons with disabilities, based on the proposal of the Prime Minister and following the approval of the Cabinet. His Majesty also issued Decree Law 35 of the year 2025, approving the Unified Law on International Land Transport among the Gulf Cooperation Council, the GCC states, based on the proposal of the Prime Minister and following the approval of the Cabinet. His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa issued Decree 54 of the year 2025, reconstituting the Board of Directors of the Labour Market Regulatory Authority, the LMRA, based on the proposal of the Prime Minister and following the Cabinet approval. The board shall be reconstituted under the chairmanship of the Minister of Labour, and its members include Sahar Rashid Abdul Rahman Al Mannai, Fatma Abdul Ghani Ismail, Adnan Abdul Wahid or Abdul Wahab Ishaq, Brigadier Abdul Aziz Abdul Rahman Al Dosari, Muhammad Abdul Jabbar Mahmoud Al Kohiji, Sonia Muhammad Janahi, Yusuf Ahmed Hassan Ahmed, Ala Hassan Abdul Rahman. Memberships on the board shall be for a term of 4 years, renewable. His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa sent a cable of congratulations to His Majesty King Mohammed VI of Morocco on the occasion of the Revolution Day of Morocco. His Royal Highness also sent two similar cables to His Royal Highness the Crown Prince of Morocco, Prince Moulay Hassan, and the Prime Minister of Morocco, Aziz Akhanouch. His Majesty's Representative for Humanitarian Works and Youth Affairs and Chairman of the Babco Energies, His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad Al Khalifa, witnessed the signing of a strategic concession agreement between the Ministry of Oil and Environment and Babco Energies with EOG Resources Bahrain Awali, a subsidiary of the United States Independent Oil and Gas Exploration and Production Company, EOG Resources, Inc. The signing ceremony was held in the presence of the Minister of Oil and Environment and Special Envoy for Climate Affairs, Dr. Mohammed bin Mubarak bin Dana, the Group CEO of Babco Energies, Mark Thomas, and the President of EOG Resources International, Inc., Joseph Korinek. Alongside others from both organizations, His Highness affirmed that the signing of this agreement marks a significant step in advancing the Kingdom's national energy strategy. His Highness noted that the partnership brings together Babco Energies' national vision and EOG's international expertise, paving the way for new opportunities in oil and gas exploration that will support comprehensive national development and strengthen energy security. This agreement builds upon the partnership announced earlier in January of this year, following high-level meetings between His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad Al Khalifa and a senior EOG delegation. The collaboration is focused on evaluating opportunities in oil and gas exploration and development within the Kingdom of Bahrain. The Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of EOG, Ezra Yacob, expressed the company Bahraini's enthusiasm for the opportunity to explore and help unlock the full potential of Bahrain's natural resources. He affirmed EOG's commitment to working closely with the Ministry of Oil and Environment and Babco Energies to support the continued growth and productivity of the kingdom's oil and gas sector. The partnership underscores Babco Energies' role in fostering strategic alliances that enable the development of the Kingdom of Bahrain's natural resources.
We are really pleased to have this significant bilateral with EOG. I think this is only a one step toward 1,000 miles, as we say. We see a lot of potential here in the kingdom, and makes us so happy, makes our leadership, His Majesty, and with the follow-up of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince, they are pleased and honored to have such a great relationship and partnership. They welcome you to the kingdom, and they are more than happy to have at such level us together working towards our potential natural resources. So I personally like to thank you for coming up and applying for this appraisal phase, let's say. Optimism is at highest level, but you know, when we have someone like EOG join us, gives us hope, and not just hope, but also gives others confidence that we are on the right track, but also gives us confidence that yourself and your colleagues will do the utmost effort, you know, to hunt down that one drop. So I hope it's not just one drop. I'm sure it's more than that, but you know what I mean,
yes,
Your Excellency. So thank you very much for your efforts. We would really like to welcome this and build on it to unlock much more potentials we have in our forecast. We are looking at so many other unconventional resources, which are potential in other fields. We are right now speaking with you about the onshore, but we are exploring the offshore right now. It is ongoing with an American company that is going ahead with the 3D seismic studies. So our data rooms are open. It is yours to have a full access to and look at the numbers. If they excite you, then it definitely excites us. So yeah, once again, you're welcome, and we are looking forward to this relation.
Thank you so much. Very, very much appreciate those kind words. And I mean, on behalf of Ezra Yacob, who you've met, our chairman and CEO, just want to express our gratitude to the ministry, to Babco Energies, and to the Kingdom of Bahrain for the welcome that you just expressed. We are very excited about the opportunity. We have our team up and running, fully engaged with the staff at Babco, and the partnership is starting very well. We already have operations ongoing, and that is proceeding nicely. And this step of getting to today and starting this concession agreement is something that EOG Resources as a whole is very enthusiastic about. We are putting people from across our organization, pulling the right technical and operational skills to come work and partner with Babco. And we look for that to continue, as you said, the first step of many. So thanks to everybody here who's been involved in putting today together. There's been a lot of hard work, a lot of good work over the last year or so to get to this point, and we are very thankful for the opportunity.
It's a pleasure. Has been always told by His Majesty, let's work with the best companies around the world.
The Minister of Social Development, Osama bin Saleh Al Alawi, affirmed that Bahrain, under the leadership of His Majesty the King and the directives of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister, continues to further its regional and international presence through a developmental and humanitarian journey that reflects the authentic values of Bahraini society. Marking World Humanitarian Day, the Minister of Social Development highlighted the key role of the Royal Humanitarian Foundation, the RHF, led and chaired by the representative of His Majesty the King for Humanitarian Work and Youth Affairs and Chairman of the Board of Trustees of the the RHF, His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad Al Khalifa, and his significant efforts in Bahrain and abroad. He explained that the Ministry of Social Development is working to advance humanitarian efforts by continuing to empower civil society organizations and strengthening their role in implementing humanitarian developmental initiatives and projects. The minister further noted that the ministry has adopted a comprehensive strategy based on reinforcing the principle of community partnership and encouraging innovation in humanitarian initiatives. Marking World Humanitarian Day, the Secretary General of the Royal Humanitarian Foundation RHF, Sheikh Ali bin Khalifa bin Mohammed Al Khalifa, affirmed that Bahrain has established its position internationally as a model in charitable and relief work under the leadership of His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa, the honorary president of the RHF. Sheikh Ali bin Khalifa also highlighted that under the guidance of His Majesty, with the support of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, and the follow-up of the representative of His Majesty for Humanitarian Work and Youth Affairs and Chairman of the RHF Board of Trustees, His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad Al Khalifa, the Foundation has implemented humanitarian and relief initiatives in various areas. He noted that the RHF also pays great attention to supporting orphans and widows within Bahrain through specialized programs covering living, education and health support to ensure their stability and empowerment, in addition to providing humanitarian aid to citizens in emergency situations. Sheikh Ali bin Khalifa expressed his gratitude to His Majesty the King for the steadfast support of humanitarian work and the vision of the RHF, as well as His Majesty's commitment to advancing the principles of generosity and human solidarity. Bahrain continues to reinforce its role in humanitarian and social work through initiatives led by the Royal Humanitarian Foundation and the Ministry of Social Development, reflecting a spirit of solidarity and strengthening its standing as a regional and international leader in compassion and giving. More in this report.
Bahrain's leadership in humanitarian and social work is a well-established reality, built through initiatives and strong institutions that embody the values of solidarity and compassion. This success stems from the support of His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa, with the follow-up of His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, guided by the representative of His Majesty the King for Humanitarian Work and Youth Affairs, His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad Al Khalifa. The Royal Humanitarian Foundation has strengthened Bahrain's role through local and international initiatives. It supports orphans and widows through comprehensive programs and empowers low-income families with small business funding. The Foundation has also led urgent relief efforts and sustainable projects abroad, reinforcing Bahrain's global presence through partnership with the United Nations and regional organizations. Working alongside the Foundation, the Ministry of Social Development plays a key role in supporting low-income families through social security programs, specialized services for the elderly and people of determination, and opportunities for women and youth empowerment. It also promotes transparency and coordination with charitable associations to ensure effective social development. Altogether, these efforts confirm Bahrain's role in advancing a spirit of giving and cooperation, proving its success in turning humanitarian assistance into lasting development and making the kingdom a proud humanitarian model both regionally and internationally.
The Undersecretary for Land Transport and Postal Services at the Ministry of Transportation and Telecommunications, Fatma Al-Dhain, and the Assistant Undersecretary for Air Navigation and Meteorological Services, Yasin Al-Sayed, participated in the 31st meeting of the Committee of Undersecretaries of Postal and Communications Ministries of the GCC. The meeting was held in Kuwait with the participation of official delegations from member states and representatives of the General Secretariat. The meeting addressed a number of topics aimed at developing the postal and communications sector in the GCC countries, including strengthening postal integration, developing products and services, and supporting regional partnerships, in addition to discussing future action plans in the area of digital infrastructure, roaming services, regulation, and support for emerging technologies. The Youth Committee of the Supreme Council of Women organized 2 discussion sessions directed to young people as part of its participation in the 14th edition of Youth City 2030, held at the Exhibition World Bahrain, organized by the Ministry of Youth Affairs in partnership with Temkeem under the slogan Beyond Dreams. The 2 sessions aimed at raising the awareness of young people with the goals of the National Plan for the Advancement of Bahraini Women 2025-2026, and enhancing their role in supporting their implementation through community initiatives and partnerships, considering young people as a key partner in achieving all the plans, programs, and goals of the SCW. In the context of empowering Bahraini youth to acquire future skills, Youth City 2030 continues to provide its qualitative programs as the Science and Technology Centre brings together education and experience in an interactive and creative environment. More in this report.
Between reality and innovation, and in an interactive educational environment, Youth City 2030 continues to offer diverse programs for the youth. Among the most prominent of these are programming and robotics programs, which aim to equip young people with the skills of the future, where participants take the first steps into the world of technology in an experience that inspires a new generation of innovators and programmers. At the Science and Technology Center, participants embark on a unique experience where programming and engineering transform from theoretical concepts into an interactive adventure full of creativity through the VEX program, which combines the joy of learning with the spirit of challenge by designing robots that translate their ideas into living models that simulate concepts of science, technology, and mathematics. This program, which Youth City 2030 launches annually, carries creative and innovative ideas by focusing on providing participants with advanced programming. It develops their strategic thinking and teamwork skills through practical experiences that simulate real-world environment in the fields of modern engineering.